How are you? Why did I choose you? Because you were exactly in the place where finally somebody actually knows how to explain things. I saw the likes, I saw the dislikes, I understand we're all different. This is all based on communication. If you want communication, it means you have to want. To want communication, to communicate, is finding out the differences with everything, in which that's what love is all about. We're these little pinballs inside our minds. If you put pressure on your eyes in a dark room and lie back in your bed, you'll start to see your eyes, a center point in your eye that will turn into a light, and then it will be designs and colors, and it hurts a little bit. But anyways, what am I getting to with this? Elenin. Okay? Elenin to me is a Roman numeral, a Roman ship, a big fat cat that has come in to pass some stardust onto Mercury and Venus, and on the same time sprinkle a little stardust as a sign and saying, okay, let's divide up this world between, let's say, the good and the evil. So right away, the good already knows the ship is coming. They're the ones who sent it. The evil are the ones who are told by the machine in the book, in the random book that they read, the beta machine that had the Mayans come on in here to set it up and set up the pyramids and set up everything so that man can live this life that we are in right now. And it started before Christ, all of this. It was all set up before. It's all based on how man and what man is going to decide to do, and how will he protect his family, what means more to man. God doesn't want to bring in any slack off the street and bring him into his planet called Earth and say, Earth is beautiful. We can't take no jackasses. He's got to redo this world. Because after all his tries of redoing this world, all these little balls that were with God, that were there, they all got sent back to the main machine. And they work them there. They'll freeze them in hell. They'll do whatever they have to do. But it took a long time to make whatever they made to who we are, that we can build these bodies around us and be who we are. And we don't stay here forever. And that's why we die. But we can stay in bodies in other places. Anyways, I'm not getting to that. Elenin, yo, in craps. Yo, Elev, my student. It also means in French, my student, get up, wake up. The dream is over. You're playing craps now. Yo, Elev. So when you take the dice and you throw 1-1, because you threw a spirit and a soul, but you didn't wake up anybody yet. There is no birth. You need to make a mark in craps. You want me to go to roulette? Let me go back to Elenin. So Elenin is actually 1x, x1, because that's what it is in Roman numerals. It says 1110, which actually totals 21. And the only way, how can I explain this? 21 is actually an expression of the beta world with a spirit in it. It means the machine. 22 means the beta world has a life. 23, okay, it means the beta world has a creation. 24 means 2 plus 4 is 6 man. 2 times 4 is 8 to heaven. 6 and 4 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. It means passage. 4114, just like on Sesame Street. All the numbers, every single one. The quasar sign for the queen, the reason it has all 4 chopped corners is because the queen runs, okay, out of position number 3 of creation, because she can't run out of the position number 1. That's for spirit. Since God is not creating on this planet, he doesn't need position 3, so beta gets to use it. Beta is 2, she uses position 3, number 23, W for creation. Okay, the beta system creation, a secondary creation. What God does down here to be reborn in these bodies. She's not making pinball wizards. DEF. DEF on your telephone, 456 equals 15. 15th letter in the alphabet is a vowel. It's the only vowel, okay, in the whole entire alphabet that on roulette it's only black. Every other vowel is red. 1 and 5 is 6. Do you want to know where your 666 comes from? 1, 2, 3 on the phone equals 6. 4, 5, 6 equals 15. 5 and 1 is 6. 7, 8, 9 totals 24. 2 and 4 is 6. What does it spell? It spells the word fox, F-O-X. The R is the only letter that has a triple value, 6 all in its own, because it's the 18th letter, 666. Now, if you design the R and really take a good look at it, it separates to a 1 and a 2. In Hebrew, they call it Gimel Dalet. But I don't know what you guys call it. So Not only that, the word wolf is, when you get a deck of cards, it's the wolf pack. It's the pack of cards. When the moon comes out, the wolves, they howl because they're sending the signals across the land so that you can see on a clear sky the moon is out. So it's the wolf. The wolf and the fox letter count together are a total of 101. Steve Jobs died at the age of 56. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 and 6 is 11, 41. One time around the Monopoly board, you're on the Mediterranean. The only time you can get it, 41. You miss that, you got to go to 81. Now you got 9 by 9 worlds. The roulette board, if you ever take a look at what it looks like, I mean, you can see that every skipped number is 35, 37, 35, 37. Well, if you look at the first 18 and the second 18 right in the center, 16 and 19 is 35, 17 and 20 black is 37, and then 18 and 21 is 39, and that's exactly what the wheel keeps telling you. If you add them all together, okay, it's 111. 111, 111, 111. So you take the 111 and you multiply it by the standards and poors. You cannot multiply it by the 19 because the 19 Trinity is Heinz 57. So the one spirit of man means 16. It means 8 of the heaven for one world, 8 of the heaven for the other world. Because we run Christ and this. These are two separate worlds. We have to connect this to connect this. Okay? That ends up, when you start calculating that, that comes up to 1776. Okay, the independence of the U.S. Now you add on another 16 years for the one spirit of man. I told you, this way and then this way. 2 times for each. And if you do that, you end up to 1792, in which 1792 means beta and the birth. 17 is the one spirit of God. It's all expressions. Then we move on. From that day on, from 1792, all the way up to October 4th, 2014, goes 222 years, August, September, October, 3 months, no days. 222, 3, number 23 again. So it ends on that cycle on about the 4th of October. But like you said, Lenin, I think she left a whole trail of rocks right in the trail where Earth is going to pass in the month of February. And I also believe that instead of it being on December 21st, right, you back it up. December, November, October, September, August, July, June, May, April, February. 9 months, 7 days. Did I calculate that right? It's 10 months, 7 days. 10 months, 7 days. Go look that up in CB codes. So anyways, I had something else to say. I wasn't sure. The Mayan count. If you take your telephone, okay, or even if you want to know a tennis score, how come we can't have 45 in tennis? You can't have 45 in tennis because what happens is Christ is what you need to start everything. And if you go 258 in the center of your phone, it's 15, and 456 in the center, you got your two-way scores of 15 and 15, 30. Now, what do you need to get the 10? Well, in order to get the 10 on your phone is the 3 over here for creation and the 7 islands. What that means is 1, 2, 3 islands, 4, 5, 6 islands, and the one in the center that connects, creating the H, and at the same time creating the I design. That's why on piano it stops at G, because it stops at that part of creation. Valentine's Day is the 45th day of the year. 45 stands for fox. April 1st, the 91st day of the year. The word of spirit, and this word is birth and spirit. Why? Because S-P-I-R-I-T letter count is spirit. And because I'm working on it a few years and I keep coming up with the same numbers in the same relations. Blackjack, craps, casino games, Bibles, it doesn't matter what it is. If I look online and I see something with a color or a misdesign, I can put all those designs together, especially if I start putting on my sunglasses. Now, there's many ways to go about getting into it. Sometimes I'm right into it, and sometimes I have to levitate myself a little bit to just lift the ball and go right in, because it's not that easy to get there. What else is there? The roulette board, not only that, the number of things in this world, when you say o'clock, if you say 10 o'clock, it's actually 100 when you look at it. It says 100 C, 100 CL. So it's all codes and numbers that we shouldn't understand, because the letter M is a V, okay, with a stick here and a stick here. It's actually saying 4 and 6. This is the Messiah letter, okay? It stands for 4 and 6. Angel and man as one. E and E, the electronic world. M-E, this means friend. In French, if you say it properly, it means M-E, means friend. Extra. The E world, the X is the man of who we are, 10, the 10 commandments. The transfer, that once this is transferred, okay, the bottom of your Rubik's Cube makes the other flat part. So now you see the I. Now if you don't see it in here, you see the dark lines in the middle one? Well, if you follow it down and around and up, it becomes a jack. The jack, queen, king create what's inside, okay, of what I call the Urantia ranch. I'm going to try and design this for you if I could. If I'm going to try and design this the best I could. And okay. I know this was quick, but I did it real quick. Okay. This and this. I'm going to fill it in as I go. Okay? I'm going to try and keep up to you. Okay. Star key. Here's your egg. Everything's in your egg. 1 to 9 is in the egg. 9 lives at a cat. 3 on the telephone. 6, 9. If this was the 3 on the phone, okay, and this was the 9, in between would be 6. This is the 2 on the phone. This is the 8. In between is 6. This is the 1 on the phone. This is the 7 on the phone. In between is 6. 1, 2, 3 is 6. 4, 5, 6 is 15, 6. 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's 24. 2 and 4, 6. If you add them up, it's a total of 45. Now, once you have that egg as a birth, okay, each egg, okay, is worth 9 or 15. If you're talking about one man and angel, okay, it's worth 9 and 6 value. But I'm just going to tell you it by the birth. When there's one birth, there's automatically 2. So that means right away it's 18, and that's why it's Chai in Hebrew, and it also represents the 666. So you take the 45 of the fox, and you add the 2 births on it. You have the 63 moons of Jupiter. You take off the other 3 moons for Earth and Mars. We're not on Earth at all. We're not even close to Earth. We're a couple million miles away. Didn't you hear them sing it in the song? They sang it in the song, but it's okay. Anyways, if you want to know anything about anything, just ask me. I don't always get it right on the first try, but I never stop and I don't give up, and I go as far as I can. And the way I go is I stretch my arm out all over, wherever my arms can go, whatever my eyes can think. Everything is real. Nothing is not real. Everything is real. Everything has a chance of possibility. And I give it that possibility, and what it gives me back is the difference of the truth between the left and the right.